Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for another episode of the Newcastle United save, and obviously last time out we had the triple header, the Copenhagen City Arsenal game. Beat Copenhagen, disappointing loss to City, beat Arsenal. Since then we played through a few games. I did say we'd come back for the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League special, the little triple header that was going on, and then inadvertently that got made a lot better when the draw came out and we got drawn against Sunderland. So we've got a Tyne-Wear derby in the save for the first time ever. I'm really not sure. I think so. Let me just have a look. Yeah, we've not played them in the save so far. So yeah, that's the first. But I'll run you through the previous results. So lost to Everton immediately after the Arsenal game. Beat Southampton. Semis started to score goals again, so that's happy days. Lost to Palace. Nothing really to say there. And then Arsenal, we beat him again 3-1, nice and easy. And then Semi scored again against Brentford. And yeah, and that brings us to the Hull game now. Unfortunately, Hull and Sunderland are 2 days apart. Well, hold on, we got a day's rest basically. Not too sure what happened there with the scheduling, but it is what it is. We move on, we keep it moving. So I'll try and field a slightly weaker side against Hull. And hopefully we still get through. And then, yeah, it's derby day. Right guys, here we are, first game of the episode, and here's the lineup. As I said, gonna change things up, be slightly rotated, because I want to give the derby my undivided attention. So we're going to go with Diogo Costa in goal, Ignacio Danburn and youth prospect Charlie MacArthur, who I've started giving some game time to lately. He has scored a goal for us as well, which is great, and I'm just going to make this change. Livermore right wing back, Bruno Peixoto, because he's finally back from injury. He'll probably only do a portion of the game, and then Dorgu will come on, but let's start him, see what happens. Midfield three of Longstaff, Hall and Anderson. And then up front, we've got Alexander Isak with this kid, Alejandro Alvarez. We signed him in the summer and loaned him straight back to River Plate. Same place as Mastantuono. He's now come back. I've put him in as I'm training him as advanced forward, working on his finishing. So let's see what we can do with him. If not, look, his value's skyrocketed. Maybe we can flip him and make a tidy profit. So let's jump in and see what happens. Here we go, packed at St James's Park for the FA Cup game. Alvarez gets it underway, gives it Lewis Hall, straight to Longstaff. Ignacio and not, yeah. Again, nice short pass. Oh, he loses the ball straight away. Philogene playing at Ipswich at the minute. Not a bad free kick from Lewis Hall. Would have been a banging goal, but it is what it is, you know. Not a bad first effort. We keep it moving. Formation up, so we've got Philogy. I don't recognise any of them. Lewis Hall over another free kick. What can he do? Sends it far post. Ignacio heads it in. It's 1-0. There we go. Nice early goal to settle us. 15 minutes in. A few minutes later, we've got another highlight. Costa gives it to MacArthur now. Gives it to Peixoto. First time I think we've seen him. See what he's like post injury. Gives it back to MacArthur, the young lad. Anderson. I love the fact Anderson was at the final, by the way. Just shows the love he's got for the club. Isaac heads it down. Longstaff gets on the loose ball. He's give it to Bruno. Bruno's in the box and cross is dealt with, but that's embarrassing. Isaac should be burying that man. Should be 2-0. Alright, got a throw in towards the end of the first half. Few minutes left. Isaac's give it Alvarez. He's found Livramento out on the far right. He's inside to Longstaff. Longstaff gives it Bruno on the edge of the box. What's he going to do? Terrible pass. Easily cut out from Oduro, but we keep the pressure on. Are they going to... No. Yep, they played their way out. Nice passing. Bruno wins it back. But they're going to come back at us again. Philogene on the ball. Great ball over the top, that for Arakibe. Okay, Fulgini's shot was blocked and Hull have a corner. Corner whipped in, easily dealt with, highlight comes to an end. And that's it, there you go, first half's over. Nice easy first half, nice and quick. We lead 1-0, we've got all the possession. We've just got to keep it this way and we're into the next round. Alright, we'll get the second half underway, here we go. Stambouli gives it to Wright. Looking for Alakibe, Bruno's there to intercept and the highlight comes to an end. Lewis Hall's got another free kick, what can he do? Forces a good save. And he's won a corner. And Hall's going to take the corner as well. Whips it in and Dan Burn hands over, sadly. Right. Let's take off Isaac for Semi. Let's take off Livramento for Dalot and Bruno for Dogu. That'll do. Alright, Dan Burn on the ball, gives it MacArthur. MacArthur carrying it forward, gives it to Bruno Pajotto. He's in a great space and Isaac's tapped it in to make it 2-0. I thought the centre back dealt with it, but he actually got really unfortunate and it ended up being just a tap-in. But we take it. MacArthur carried it. Bruno's in a great position. Whips the ball in. Defender probably got a touch on it. Keeper should have done better. And then, yeah, Isaac makes it 2-0. Yeah, make the changes. So Dalot, Dogu and a Semi-Killer Shrine out on for the last half an hour of the game. Lewis Hall. Not bad from Alvarez there. Right. Goal kick from Hull, bringing it forward, but we shut it down straight away. Elliot Anderson over the top to Alvarez. What a good ball. And cross is blocked, but Dalot's on it. And cross is easily gathered by the goalkeeper. And we've won the ball back from the goal kick straight away. This keeper's terrible. Hall, good ball out to Dalot. Dalot puts the ball in and Semi's got another goal. 3-0. Nice. Nice easy finish that. Do everything. Do a lot for his confidence that as well. He's obviously 30 odd goals last season. He's struggled this season, so don't think we're going to hit them numbers, but let's try to get 15, 20 at least. Good finish. Really good finish. Dogu whips in a ball. There's Alvarez competing for it, but Hull deal with it straight away. Olakibe, nope, Dalot takes it off him. MacArthur, Dogu. Dogu puts the ball in and I thought that was an own goal. I mean, I'll take it for Semi, but I swear that was an own goal. Let's have a look. Dogu whips it in. Oh no, Semi's head. So both wing backs have assisted Semi in this game. Nice. Slater bringing it forward for Hull. Plays it to Oduro. Oduro shoots and Costa gathers it nice and easy. No issues. Right, Lewis Hall on the ball now. Anderson forward to Semi. Semi to Alvarez. Got it back from Longstaff. He's carried the ball. Let's give it Dalot. I think Dalot was expecting him to make the run there, but didn't quite get the instruction, I guess. Offside. Okay, I was going to say that was a really good pass, but he was offside. Right, time's ticking down. Last minute or so, and we've got a throw in. Dogu whips it in. Nothing comes of it. And that's it. Game's over. We've won it 4-0. Not bad for a rotated side. But it's time for the big boy. It's time for the Tyne-Wear derby. It's time for Sunderland. A lot of pride at stake, even though we are miles ahead of them in terms of the pyramid and the trophies. But this game is everything, so strongest lineup possible. Let's jump in. Right, here we go, guys. It is derby day. It's time for the big one. Again, look, there's a world of difference between us and Sunderland, so some rotation. Just to sort of just do it for why not, really, you know. But Costa stays in goal. He's had a couple of offers from Bayern Munich now. They do want him, so I've promised him that if they bid 110 million, he will be sold. So far they've bid 50 and 60 something. But they've got a really good young goalkeeper, so I might try and sell him and then buy their keeper and, you know, do it that way. Try and turn a profit on Costa and then try and turn an overall profit and bid less for their keeper. But let's see what happens with that. But Costa's in goal. Huijsen's on the right of the three. Dan Burn in the middle. And MacArthur keeps his place on the left of the three. Dalot and Peugeot as the wing-backs. Longstaff and Miley start with Bruno Guimaraes in midfield. So you've got 1, 2, 4 academy lads, 3 Geordies. You know, well, 4 Geordies. I don't know where MacArthur's from. I think he's from Scotland. But we'll go 4 Geordies in the Tyne-Wear derby. It's going to be a big one. Semi's up front on his carrying on his good goal record. Isaac's on the bench if we need him. And Alvarez is staying in the team for now. So let's jump in. Let's see what we've got. Right, here we go. Underway to Stadium and Light. Let's do this. Dan Burn on the ball. There's it, Longstaff. I imagine the boos are pretty relentless for them lads. Burn gets it back from Costa. MacArthur's on it. Peugeot. Nice ball for Alvarez. Alvarez. No, Peugeot reclaims it. I was going to say he's done well to fake something there, but it was alright. We kept the ball. MacArthur's on it. Ooh, risky pass, but Burn gets it. Bruno Guimaraes and lucky. Alvarez would have become an instant hero then. Actually, that's the thing, yeah. If he does well in these 2 games, because I'm going to play him in both, he's, you know what I mean, he's an instant hero. He's MacArthur. Miley to Bruno. Gives it Alvarez. Alvarez finds a great ball for Semi and great save from the goalkeeper, but he's offside. Alright, Sunderland on it from a throw. They're bringing it forward. Doyle shoots and powerful shot because Costa couldn't hold it. Goes out for a corner. Doyle sends it in. That's Pellistri. Gives it back to Doyle. Doyle with the cross, but Bruno Guimaraes heads away. Alvarez has got it. Gives it back to Bruno. Okay, Longstaff's taken a knock. I'll bring on Mastantuano. I'll bring on Mastantuano at half time. I won't bring on Knife on. And ooh, this guy, that's fine. We've not had a single shot. What is going on? They've dominated in that sense. Right, Doyle whips it in and Costa sends it out for another corner. Come on, lads. Let's demand more. Doyle can't be the first man. Huijsen heads away. Pellistri back to Doyle. Doyle back to Pellistri. Again. It's blocked. It's out for a corner. This is just ridiculous. 6th corner now. And that's it. First half's over. I'm going to take Longstaff. I'm going to take Huijsen off because it's a derby. I know it's going to get fiery. We're probably going to need every man we can. So Bruno Guimaraes might also come off. But I'm going to make these changes. And see you lot in the second half. And here we are. Mastantuano is on for Longstaff. And Sim-Macken's on for Huijsen. Sunderland have the ball. Alessi's bringing it forward. He's got it out wide. What's he going to do? Brings it back inside. Equa to Girma. Hume to Pelistri. We can't even get near. What is going on? Come on, lads. We're getting outplayed here. What is supposed to be the better side? We're European champions, man. Come on. Right, Dan Burn. Right, Peugeot to Miley, back to MacArthur now. This is more like it. Great ball. Miley's got it. Fantastic tackle. Wins it back off Miley and they try and launch it forward, but there's Dan Burn to break up the attacking. Peugeot collects the ball, gives it Bruno. Back to Burn. MacArthur sends it to Miley. Burn again. What is going on, lads? We've had one shot. It's not even been a highlight-worthy shot. This is ridiculous. Alright, Miley. Miley, good ball to Alvarez. Go on. Nah, he's hit it wide. Alright, Sunderland work the throw. Cross goes in, Simak and gets it away. Here's Doyle. Doyle lines up the shot and he skies it. Right, Sunderland corner and we didn't even deal with it. They hit it over. Oh, come on, man. I expected this to be better than this. Still not a single shot on the for the video. What is going on? Right, ooh, good save from Costa. Great save from Costa. He's having a great game, right? You know what? Alvarez, son. Sorry, coming off for Isaac. And Bruno Gomares, you can come off for Chan Ozone. Miley, you're going to come off for Naipan. Because I'm not risking this going. Do you know what I mean? I need something to take back to St. James's. Right, here's Benetti. Great ball in. Forces a good save from Costa and they win another corner. This has got being FM written all over it. Look at them stats. Well, possession-wise, but they've got all the shots. Right, Doyle whips in the corner. Dan Burn gets it away. Naipan then clears it. As far as Ozun. Ozun sends it all the way to the other flank to Dalot. Good ball. What's Dalot going to do? Whips it in and there's Naipan 1-0. Nice. We needed that. We really, really needed that. I'd even say we need one more because I'm not confident in how this game is going. But great balling from Dalot. Naipan in a world of space. Just rifled it into the bottom corner. Great finish. Right, we've got a free kick. Koulibaly to Dan Burn. Not Koulibaly to Dan Burn. MacArthur to Dan Burn. I don't know where I've got Koulibaly from. I think they've got a player called Koulibaly, but there's Dalot to Mastantuano. He shoots, his shot is blocked. Ozun sends it back in. Dalot to Mastantuano, forces a corner. And I think he's going to take it as well. Yeah, they have a player called Koulibaly. That's where I got confused. Patterson gathers it nice and easy. Right, Mastantuano forward to Semi. Semi with a good ball to Naipan. Naipan looking for Isaac. Ball's cut out and Patterson manages to get it away after a heavy touch. Burn sends it forward, but they head it back down and Koulibaly sends it down the wing to Pelestri. Gives it Doyle. Doyle to George. George to Equa. Equa shoots. I think it took a bobble on the way through, but Costa's saved it. Naipan's got the ball. Peugeot to Ozone. Ozone to Mustang. Ozone again. Ozun. Not bad. Won a corner from it. Right, come on, lads. That corner came to nothing, but we've got another one. Mastantuono taking this one again. Right. Burn gives it to Ozun. Ozun carrying it, gives it to Dalot. Dalot took a touch, got it away from his man. And the ball's got into the box, but Sunderland clear it. MacArthur heads it forward again. Back to Ozun, back to MacArthur. Out wide to Bruno Peugeot. Inside to MacArthur, gives it Ozun. Ozun over the top for Dalot, great ball. And he's put a ball in, looking for Isaac, and he can't quite find the goal, but good effort. We've finished the game a lot better than we've played for the vast majority, to be honest. We probably only played well for the last half an hour. Costa deals that nice and easy. And that's it, guys. We win the first leg of the semi-final, the Tyne and Wear derby, 1-0. So, yeah. It was a questionable performance. Says a lot when our defenders had to do all the work. And our keeper as well. So, not the greatest performance, but I think I'm going to field a stronger lineup in the next game. And I'll see you at St James's Park. Right, guys, I was going to show you the highlights of the Norwich game, just show you the goals if there were any, but it ended up getting rearranged. So we've had about a week's break. We're back for the second leg of the Sunderland game. Picked up a couple of injuries, sadly. But yeah, going with the strongest possible lineup I can, because I just want to put this to bed early and not have any scares, because again, we're only leading 1-0. But Diogo Costa in goal. I have accepted a bid from Bayern Munich. It was 85 million, but at the same time, I think I've agreed to get their keeper for 60. So if he signs, obviously it's now dependent on the contracts and stuff. I did sign Costa for like 40 million, so massive profit margin there, and obviously getting this young keeper who will replace him straight away. So Costa's in goal for potentially the last time. Inacio, Diamande, Branthwaite make up the back three. Simakan and Dorgu are the wing backs. Tonali, Bruno and Naipan make up the midfield three. Isaac and Alvarez up front. Persisting with Alvarez, just going to try and get him used to the new position as soon as possible. So when I can throw him in, I will. Obviously Semi got injured, so made the decision a bit easier. But yeah, 1-0 up, second leg, St James's Park, let's do it. Right, here we go, Sunderland get the game underway. 09 to Alessi. Alessi bringing it down the wing. And Tonali takes it off him straight away, and highlight comes to an end. Right, Dorgu on the ball now. From the throw-in, gives it to Alvarez. Gives it Branthwaite. Diamande's got it. Inacio to Tonali, out wide to Simakan. He's going to put the ball in, is he? Nope, he's getting it back to Tonali. Tonali's gone all the way back to Inacio. Diamande to Tonali, and then they take... No, Simakan's got it. Awful shot. Awful shot, that. Tonali over the free kick. Sends it to the far post. Simakan heads into the side netting. Right. Tonali another free kick. This one goes over the bar. I mean, at least this time we've actually had some shots. I think last time it was the second half before we even had our first shot, and that wasn't even a highlight. Tonali crosses this in from the free kick. Diamande heads it on, and it's wide. Right, Sunderland playing the ball about. Well, here's Hume. Hume's give it Pellistri. Pellistri looking to put a cross in, but he's got two men on him. Gives it back to, well, looks for Hume. Bruno cuts it out. Gives it back to Branthwaite. That's it. Just take it nice and easy, lads. Slow it down. We're in control. Naipan out wide to Dogu. Naipan gets it back off him. Branthwaite now. Diomande to Bruno now. Bruno to Naipan. Naipan to Tonali. Tonali goes to Isaac. Isaac with a great ball through to Alvarez, and he hit it wide. Kid could have made himself a legend there. We're going to keep trying. He's going to eventually get it. His Doyle over the corner for Sunderland. The worst thing we could do is concede a corner. And Simakan deals with it. Happy days. But Palistri keeps it alive, and they win another corner. Right. Doyle swings it in, but Dogu heads it out, and it goes out for a throw. Right, Tonali with a free kick on the edge of the box, and it hit the wall and nearly went in, but the keeper parried it out for a corner. Tonali's going to take the throw in now. The corner, sorry. They deal with it nice and easy. Diamande's on it. Inacio. And that's it. Highlights over, but Simakan's got a throw in now. Gives it to Tonali and gets it straight back, but George takes it off him. Bennett hits it forward, but Inacio intercepts and heads down to Simakan. Bruno Guimaraes is on it now. Back to Diomande. Doyle takes it off Bruno, but Diomande picks up the loose ball. Gives it to Branthwaite. Dogu's got it on the left flank. Put a ball in. Nope, he's Tonali to Isaac. Isaac is... I was hoping he'd fire it across the box, but he didn't get a chance. Isaac, shoot. Come on, lad. Yes! 1-0. 2-0 on aggregate. Great finish, that. Okay, forgot I was recording there and just went straight into the second half, but after the Isaac goal, nothing happened, to be honest. There was one highlight right at the end where they won a corner, but as soon as the ball went out, the whistle blew and it was half time. But here we go, Bruno Guimaraes is on the ball. Branthwaite's got it now, Diomande. Highlight comes to an end. Got a few bookings, so I might make a few changes. Inacio for... Give MacArthur another shout. Tonali for Longstaff. Oh, Longstaff's not here. Great. Miley. Simakan for Dalot, and Isaac's made it 2-0. Nice. It's Simakan who assisted that. Let's just see that again because I wasn't paying attention. Let's have a look. So Dogu's got it. Dogu's setting it out wide to Simakan, who's crossed it in first time, and then Isaac's just first time near post. Bam. Right, Bruno gives it to Naipan. Naipan to Alvarez. Back to Dogu. Dogu crosses it in, looking for Isaac. Sunderland get it away. Dalot takes it off McKinstry though. Bit of a heavy touch. Allowed Dalot to sweep in and take the ball off him. Here's MacArthur. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno with a great ball out wide to Dogu. Put the ball in, lad. Go on. Alvarez shot blocked. Unlucky. Right, Bruno Guimaraes over the free kick. Hits the wall, goes out for a corner. Right, Mastantuono over the corner. Whips it in. Nothing. No one gets it, but Miley manages to get the loose ball. Branthwaite to MacArthur. Good play to Alvarez, and unlucky. I was hoping that'd go in, but we're getting there, son. We're getting there. Come on, Mastantuono to Alvarez. Great ball. He takes a heavy touch. MacArthur to Dalot now. Back to MacArthur. Dalot to Miley. Mastan Tawana with a shot from range, and keeper can't hold on to it. It's gone out for a corner. Here's Chris Rigg bringing it forward. Bit of an underrated wonder kid, but unfortunately, because he plays for Sunderland, wouldn't even consider signing for me. I did try signing him a couple of times, but even though I met the release clause, he just flat out refused. So fair enough, I guess, but still would have loved him. Alright, Dalot. Nothing comes from it. Chris Rigg sends it forward. No one's there. Branthwaite collects and sends it back. MacArthur now. Lewis Miley on the ball. Bruno Gomares. Only a couple of seconds left, and that's it. Game over. Job done. Victory's ours. We're in the final. We're going to Wembley. But more importantly, more importantly, we beat Sunderland. So on that note, let's see what's up next. All right. Looking at this, to be honest, I think, well, as you can see, we've got a Tyneside Teesside derby there in the FA Cup 4th round at home. You know what, we'll do that because we don't actually get too many derbies, with Newcastle being so far adrift of local rivals. Have I played these lot before? No, I haven't. Okay, yeah, so next episode, I'll do Brighton off camera, and then we'll do Inter Milan, Middlesbrough and FC Porto for the next episode. But as always, guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. 40 odd episodes in, probably 40 odd minutes in. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Obviously, I'm going to clip it down, take out all the breaks and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate everything. If you like what you saw, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see some more, and don't be afraid to drop a few comments. See you on the next one.